first trailer for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse has debuted online officially. What kind of Easter eggs did the trailer drop? Our journey continues across the multiverse to visit different Spider-Man and their alternate universes. Miles Morales looks to be waving goodbye to his mom for what looks to be a long journey. How will he take this new undertaking and a new challenge to travel across different universes? Will Spider-Gwen be there to help him every step of the way? It's not just going to be a small group of Spider-Man this time. We'll be diving into the deep lore across the Spider-Verse in 2023. Sony is also filming Madame Webb, so what connections from that project could we see in this? The trailer starts off with Miles Morales speaking to his mom on top of a rooftop, and she seems to have big concerns about her son traveling across different universes. He tries to assure her that he's no longer a boy and has grown up through all of his experiences. I think the situation with his mom and this dynamic between the two of them is going to carry him through the entire film. After the conversation with his mom, Miles Morales is found in his bed, and we see Spider-Gwen showing up and asking him if he wants to join her on a little journey. We also have a soundbite from his mom asking someone to take care of her boy, much like she would. Is she speaking with Spider-Gwen or with Peter B. Parker or with somebody else? Either way, we're going to be seeing the most Spider-Man we've ever seen in a single film in this project. Fascinated to see where Gwen and Peter Parker are after the events of the first film. Gwen and Miles Morales do share a spark and connection from the first film, and she was the first one to offer him a trip to the deeper multiverse. We also get a look into Spider-Woman, and Spider-Man 2099 is also known as Miguel O'Hara, and he'll be played by Oscar Isaac in this film. There's a lot of new Spider-Man that are going to be showing up in this film. Spider-Woman, also known as Jessica Drew, will be played and voiced by Issa Rae. Spider-Man Unlimited will also be making an appearance. I'm very hopeful that we're going to see some animated versions of the character, just because of their, iconic versions of him, like Spectacular Spider-Man and the 90s series. I want to bring up some two video game Spider-Man in particular. The PlayStation Spider-Man that we've seen on the PlayStation 5, and then the 2000 version of Spider-Man's character in that video game in 2000. I played both games and they're both fantastic, so this is pretty exciting to see if you're a big Spider-Man fan and you've watched him and you've grown up and you've played a lot of video games. It's going to be fun to see them interact with Miles Morales. The next shot we see of Spider-Man looks into the conflict of some sort of battle. We also get a soundbite from Oscar Isaac's Spider-Man 2099's character. We saw him show up at the post-credit scenes years back. It looks like there's going to be some sort of conflict that really dives Spider-Man against Spider-Man in this situation. It's a multiverse craze over at Marvel, so it's no surprise that Sony is also seeing the Spider-Verse in a similar light. It'll be very interesting to see if there's going to be any connections to the MCU in this movie or in the third movie. There's also a soundbite from Spider-Gwen that kind of questions the heroism of Spider-Man in general. She was probably pointing this to the Spider-Man 2099 version in particular. She's questioning whether or not they're the good guys because of the actions of one or a couple bad Spider-Man that's, taking things into their own hands. Before I give my final thoughts, I'd like for you to give this video a thumbs up and hit that like button. Drop a sub and help me get that subscribers number going up. The final soundbite we get is from that same Spider-Man saying that his faction are the good guys in this scenario, so there's obviously a motive behind his actions in this movie. The film's coming out in June 2023, so there's a lot of time for more information, for more trailers, for more reveals of different characters, more surprises in general. And I think Sony, honestly, despite all the bad movies that they've made in live action, I think that the animated versions of the characters have been almost all good. So just comment below and tell me how excited you guys are for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you stuck around long enough to drop a like. If you did subscribe, tell me in the comments below. And share your thoughts on topics like this one and others by clicking on the right side of your screen. I appreciate your support, and this has been Joel from Real Talk Movies. See you soon.